So someone asked me how much protection you have, cause when I'm taking damage, it look like I don't lose no health. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to get 145% protection on your run. Sounds good? Let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do is get your protection augments. Now these gonna come up after you get your damage augments. Like you get 4 of those. Once you get 4 of those, then it's gonna convert to protection, and you get 5 protection, 10% each. So they're gonna put you at base protection, 50%. Next, you want to pick up an artifact called Execution Rush. Now what this gonna do on melee kills, you get 25% speed boost and protection boost. So when you get a melee kill, which you should be doing already by the way, to get more points, when you do a melee kill, you get a 25% speed boost and 25% protection. So that's at now have us at 75% protection. You had 50%, but the 50% gonna be passive, but once the execution rush is an active protection, so you have to perform a melee kill for that to activate. All right, let's move on. All right, so this artifact gonna be Murmuring Cocoon. This is very important to achieving the 145% protection. So you want to achieve this, get this one early as possible. Cause if you get this one after you get a parasite, it's not gonna work, because it said increase the positive effect of all upcoming parasites. So you want to get this first before you start receiving parasites. All right, let's move on. All right, on this one, this is gonna be your parasite. You want benign scab shell. Now what this gonna do is gonna increase your protection by 15%. Now this where that murmuring cocoon come into play, because let's say you get the murmuring cocoon, that's gonna increase that protection from 15% to 20%. But let's say we get this parasite first and then get the murmuring cocoon afterwards, then your protection only gonna be 15%, because you only get the upcoming parasite. So that's why I say you want to get murmuring cocoon first, then get the parasite. But even if you do get the murmuring cocoon after you get this, you still might lose it, and then once you get it again, then it'll be 20%. So that's why I say get the murmuring cocoon first before you get this one. This the only parasite that you need for protection, where you need the murmuring cocoon to assist you with. So get the murmuring cocoon first, then try to get this. Now it's all luck, RNG, so hopefully you get it. But all in all, that's how we go about achieving that 145. So you get the murmuring cocoon first, then we're gonna get the scab shell. Alright, now this one you want scab spur. Now this one is a protection parasite too. But this one, no matter what, you get 20%. It say each room clear increase protection by 2%, maximum 20%. So by the time you achieve this, it just give you the 20%. So those are only the 2 parasites you're gonna need. You need the scab shell and the scab spur for your protection. But this one in particular will give you 20% protection. So with the 2 parasites alone, that's 40%. Alright, let's keep moving. Alright, so on this one, we're gonna have to use the carbine to help us achieve that 145. And what we're gonna be using here is we're gonna get the trait Harden on there, Harden 3. Now, if you haven't unlocked Harden 3 yet, when you get the weapon and you see Harden on there, play with it, rank it up, and keep ranking it up till you unlock Harden 3. And when you unlock Harden 3 gonna give you 20% protection just from having a gun in your hand. So the carbine is a must to run with if you want to achieve that 145. Alright, you must have Harden. Alright, let's move on. Alright, now this artifact it's called Energy Manipulator. Now using a consumable briefly increase protection by 20%. This is the picture that I got from the single player part, but on the tower it's 10%. It's not 20. I know you see 20 here, but it's 10%. So they're gonna give you an extra 10% once you use a consumable like a shield, a disgorger, anything you pop a consumable, it'll give you that 10%, and it lasts up about 15-20%. So you'll have for a while. Like it's more active and not passive. You have to perform an action to achieve it. So you want that one too. This was not really necessary. You probably really ain't gonna really want that, but if you want to achieve that 145, you must use this. All right. And here we are. Now I know what you see right here. It say 143% protection, but this the only picture that I could find that I had took a picture of. I tried to play the game to get it back to 145%, but I didn't have the energy manipulator, so I couldn't do it then, and it took too long. You see, I haven't been making video. I've been trying to get all the resources to make it, but I said, let me just find the best picture I can find. That's the closest one. So let's do a recap. We got the protection augments for 50%. We got execution rush for 25%. Our first parasite gonna be 20%. Second parasite 20%. Our gun gonna give us 20 more percent, and energy manipulator gonna give us 10% for a total of 145% protection. So I hope this helped you out. I hope you achieve it. If it's helpful for you, leave a like on the video. And if you're new, thank you for watching all the way to the end, and consider hitting the subscribe button. And with that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next one.